You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
Wokeness is trying to destroy America, and we're seeing, whether it's the corporate media or big business, we're seeing woke corporations that are engaged as the political enforcers of the radical left, and are trying to silence, are trying to cancel, are trying to punish American citizens, and I think it is profoundly dangerous.
May the 4th, 2021, the words of Senator Ted Cruz, Republican, Texas, saying what many of us already know and believe anyway. All of this wokeness, cancel culture going around, it is destroying America. It's certainly destroying lives. I mean, if you do anything out of line, as far as the woke culture believes you're out of line, they are not only out to just cancel you, they're out to destroy you. And Senator Ted Cruz is saying Republicans need to start fighting back. In fact, he says Republicans need to grow a backbone, a spine, stand up against this. Don't accept PAC money from these woke corporations. All the money they contribute to political candidates, they, of course, cover both sides of the aisle. They try to make sure they get money into everybody's pocket because they don't want to be on the wrong side. But he says if you're dealing with some of these woke corporations and sending you their PAC money, reject it. Stand up. Have a backbone, say no. Delta, your remarks about the Georgia election law. Coca-Cola, your remarks about the election law. MLB, you want something special from us? No. Just go right down the line. And ironically, Senator Ted Cruz and James Carville, the mastermind who got Bill Clinton into office, seem to agree on this woke cancel culture. We're going to break that down for you a little bit later. The CD rules, well, they continue changing. Aren't we at the point where we just say they don't know? They just don't know. The CDC is too politicized. We know that for a fact. For a perfect example, the teachers' union's leadership. Keeping kids out of the classroom via Zoom learning only, supposedly, in many states, despite what's been done to make things supposedly better. Meantime, there are reports that the Pentagon might have developed a microchip to be inserted under your skin to help detect COVID. Is that true? Is there such a thing? Would there be other uses to put that microchip in you, to spy on you? Gabe Kaminsky from The Federalist is going to join us on that. Oh, and President Biden went to visit former President Carter, former President and Mrs. Carter. And while the President and First Lady were with the Carters, you know they're old. You know the Carters are considerably older even than Biden. They sat with them, they posed with them, they laughed with them, and there they are. Neither President Biden nor the First Lady is wearing a mask. Well, of course, yeah, they've been vaccinated, but Biden will wear a mask when he's doing a Zoom conference call. Biden will wear a mask walking outside at Arlington Cemetery, but now he's with some truly elderly people, and he's not wearing a mask. Does that not tell you how stupid all of this is at this point? And also Biden's border crisis, if not already your crisis, it will be your crisis. Nothing's still really being done, but VP Harris is now talking about getting things under control. Still no news conference, but she says, I know what's the cause. I know how to put a stop to it. She's tying climate change to all the issues of the flood of refugees coming to our border. Climate change. Not even blaming cartel violence, and certainly not blaming any remarks by Joe Biden. We're going to get into that. And then, yes, the controversy over the police, the officer, the sheriff who stopped a woman in her Mercedes And she starts immediately calling him a murderer and a racist because he's a Mexican-American cop or Mexican descent. I don't know what it is, but for her, he was brown, will always be brown, never be white, and he's a murderer. We're going to talk about that in great detail. I also want to take a moment to thank my friend, Marine Colonel Jack Jackson, for filling in yesterday as I had to take a day off. I always appreciate having the Colonel around. I know he has some fantastic stories he shared with you. I listened to a lot of it. Later, I had to pick it up as podcast, as many as you do. Again, thanks to the Colonel. Thanks for you listening. Lock and load. Ready. On the right.
You can hear podcasts of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.